Good morning and welcome to Rise 9. It is Friday, March 6th. Justin joining us, not Kristen. I mean, we wish she was for you.
I wish I was that good.
Right, yeah. Can only dream, right? But we're here because we're talking about a first alert day. A lot to watch out for today and kind of the first storm of the season.
We had a lot of rain move through the area last night. 6, 7, 8/10 of an inch of rain. Dubuque, about a half inch. We were talking this morning on air. Des Moines set a new one-day rain record from about 3 a.m. to about 6 a.m.
Wow.
1.3 inches of rain with more yet to come. So I believe we can go to the graphics. Do you know what button to hit for that?
Yes, there we go.
Good. I'm glad you know because I don't. First alert day for your Friday here. Not so much what we're dealing with this morning, but the chance for another line of scattered showers and storms to develop after 6 o'clock tonight. Biggest threat for these is going to be damaging winds. Some golf ball size hail not out of the question. Here's the reason why. We take a look at the surface map. And as you see it, big old warm front draped through the Midwest. That frontal boundary has a lot of warm air, a lot kind of warm, juicy air, as Denny Frere used to say here on TV9. That's going to surge into our forecast. So we see some storms already this morning. Temps are going to warm to the 60s and 70s. Look what's behind that frontal boundary. 30s and 40s. So a lot of energy. Something's got to give. You see those 70s, 80 around St. Louis today, 50s around Minneapolis, and of course when you see those kind of differing air masses, something usually happens, and that something is happening in the way of rain this morning, some storms this afternoon. There's Pinpoint Futurecast. We get a little break in the rain to the late morning and afternoon. Could even see some mixed sunshine out there through the mid-afternoon. By 6 o'clock tonight, we'll watch another line develop. That rolls through the late evening. That's where we see that threat for strong damaging winds and hail. It moves out after midnight, probably around 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. Behind it, some strong north and west winds, and those winds will pull temps down to the 40s overnight. So as these storms blow through tonight, you're going to feel kind of a rude change in the air. A windy but clearing day as we head through the day on our Saturday, but at least we'll find more sunshine to look forward to. So let's talk about the threats here and overall. The TV9 viewing area, just about everybody's included here. Large hail, damaging winds. I call your attention to that orange mass down there south of Des Moines. That's a level 3 risk, a little bit more severity. They're going to be a bit warmer. They could get into the upper 70s and low 80s there. So that's kind of the best potential for maybe some isolated tornadic activity. We're far enough away from that. It looks to be more of a large hail and high wind event for us. Can't completely wipe tornado threats off the board. And certainly, as we alluded to, talking about some of that heavier rain, already seeing some of that this morning. Now, there is some good news. There is some light at the end of this tunnel here. We are going to have a good-looking weekend. Once those winds die down late Saturday night into Sunday, going to be a dandy day for 60s on Sunday. Don't forget to set that clock ahead. You don't want to miss 1 minute of that nicer weather. Low 70s for Monday. Upper 60s to low 70s Tuesday. And then another round of scattered showers and thunderstorms Tuesday into Wednesday. Notice that temperature drop there, Jackie, from 68 Tuesday to 46 on Wednesday. More cold air coming in behind it, so it means we could see a little rain and a little snow for our Wednesday. Then upper 40s to lower 50s Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So normally, of course, as you very well know, it's Girls State basketball tournament time.
We're talking about blizzards.
Always usually
like.
storms, but
Yeah.
usually it's, wintry. We don't have that kind of warm 60 and 70 degree weather. So this one's a bit of an odd one this year.
Right, and that is some really serious size hail we could be seeing.
I mean, yeah, worst case scenario, we're talking golf ball. But if you have plans tonight, if you're doing anything outdoors or driving around, parking outdoors, just check in on that forecast because we're going to be kind of keeping you up to date throughout the day today. And don't let that little break in the afternoon fool you. Oh, the skies have cleared. It's going to be great. No, that's that energy that could lead into some of those strong and severe storms leading into that time frame this evening.
Right, and Charles can join us.
Charles can come join us now.
Finished up doing some stuff. We can all be here together now.
Yes.
That means I get to move over.
Whatever we want to do. There's no
Oh.
rules. Yeah.
I'm going here.
We're
one thing to the
one
next.
big happy morning shift.
Here we are.
We are
Yes.
people who work together.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are contractually obligated to enjoy each other's company.
We are friends. Is that what the script is?
That's it.
That's
we
the
are
script's
friends. Yes.
Okay.
There you go.
Question mark?
Yeah.
No exclamation points. Yeah. No, and the first one of the season, just be mindful. Make sure your weather app is updated, weather radio.
Yeah, they tested the sirens Wednesday. I mean, now they always do that the first Wednesday of the week, first
month,
Wednesday of the
yep.
month. There's only one every week
Yeah.
in Lynn County, but that's just a good thing. Make sure everything. And remember, those outdoor sirens aren't going to keep you safe. I mean, those are intended for if you're outdoors doing
Exactly.
activity.
Yes.
That's not your sign that it's bad. It's just sign to go inside.
Go
Yes.
inside and then pay
Yes.
attention to what's happening. Make sure you have your apps. Make sure you have your weather radio, and check in early, check in often at kcrg.com too.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And my apologies if we already mentioned this, but of course, once you hear those sirens, you have to go inside, stay away from those windows,
Yep.
of course. And so, yeah.
Just kind of basic stuff, but it's always good to have a refresher and a reminder because, like we always deal with the first snowfall of the season, we remind everybody, hey, slow down.
Yeah.
You want to take some extra time. First spring storm of the season, remind everybody, hey, keep an eye on the weather, pay attention. You might have to alter some of those plans.
We saw a lot of rain already this
Yeah.
morning.
Cedar Rapids, and I suppose I could pull. Well, you guys discuss amongst yourselves. I can pull up the graphics here
I
of some
love
of those
rain.
Hey, look, sitting inside and watching the rain is actually quite relaxing.
Oh, with
And-
the book. But it's always good weather to read.
No, it is. But on my drive in on 380 this morning, I mean, it just right as I merged onto the interstate, it started pouring, and then
Yes.
seconds later, well, not really seconds, but a couple minutes after that, it seemed like it lightened up a little bit. So it was just so quick.
Right, the windshield wiper was like on full,
Yeah.
and then like
Yeah.
missed back to full,
I
and
kept twisting the
Yeah.
knob, and also the whiteout lightning too. There
Right.
was one big flash of lightning.
Now, see,
You
I
couldn't
got
see
here
for a
before it even
second.
started.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's the way to do
What
it.
time did you get in this morning?
I was about 10 after 2.
Okay.
I'm not surprised. Yeah.
I'm half asleep right now, actually.
Me too.
It's always so embarrassing though when you're driving in and your windshield wipers are faster. You're like, oh,
Yeah.
this is just has
Well,
to
and
be
if
the
you
same
have
as
one of
everyone
those
else.
vehicles that they're automatic sensing
Yeah.
and it doesn't kick on
Oh,
quick
the
enough, like,
luxury.
oh, now I got to turn it up, and now it's too fast, and all that stuff.
Such
so.
fancy features.
Making that weatherman money, I tell you what.
Yeah.
All right, we were talking about some rainfall. If you want, Jackie, go ahead and take the graphics full again. We're going to go
There you go.
from the 9-day to the Doppler radar. Now, as you're watching this either live or if you're watching it play back, this was as of about 7:20 this morning. There you can see some of those oranges and reds there around Des Moines, where they got 1.3 inches of rainfall. Charles, you weren't in here for it, but Des Moines setting a new daily rainfall record already this morning from about 2 a.m. to about 7 a.m. at 1.3 inches of rain. Some moderately heavy rains around Waterloo. Cedar Rapids, we've seen anywhere from 6 to 7 to 8/10 of an inch of rain. Iowa City, about a 1/2 inch to 3/4. Dubuque, about a 1/2 inch as well. And then one of the cool features that we have in the Weather Lab is that Tempest Storm Net, where it reads real-time data from people's backyards, and they say, hey, we want to share that with the weather team. These are some of the actual reports from people's Tempest weather stations since about 3 o'clock this morning. In Cedar Rapids, 9/10 of an inch, some spots around that 1 inch mark there. Let's go next to Iowa City. 6 to 7/10 of an inch kind of seems to be the higher amount. But look at that upper left corner of your screen. You start to work your way north towards Cedar Rapids. That's where you saw some of those higher numbers. Here's Waterloo, 9/10 of an inch in some spots, 8/10 of an inch over. So again, a lot of rain there. And then Dubuque, it's not that we don't love you. You just didn't get quite as much rain because you didn't have as much of the heavy rain, which is good. But still, anywhere from 4 to 5/10 of an inch. So 1/2 inch of rain in a short amount of time, from about 3 a.m. through about 7 o'clock this morning.
That's 1/2 inch is still quite a bit of rain.
And
Yeah.
we are in a drought, so those numbers that we saw this morning really going to help. And if I remember correctly, 1.5 to 2 inches below normal. So we're really cutting into that, and with more rain on the way tonight. And rain's going to continue through about noon today. So we'll really see that drought hopefully kind of get expunged, to use a turn of phrase.
Right. Once it gets to be the afternoon, it'll maybe be nicer, but we're not done yet.
Yeah, because then if it gets nicer, then it gets worse later. So
Right.
definitely just keep an eye to the sky.
And the timing really makes sense too, because we're inching closer to spring, and it's going to get fairly warm today. So usually with that comes storms.
Yep, you got cold
So,
air, you got
yeah.
warm air. The atmosphere wants to be stabilized, so one fights until everything kind of stabilizes, and that comes our way Sunday. It's going to be a gorgeous day
Yeah, I was
Sunday.
going to open the door to a fairly nice weekend. I would
Yeah.
say. So just
Windy Saturday. Once we
Yeah.
get rid of those winds Saturday night, and it's going to be a little cooler Saturday too, with 40s and 50s. Sunday, going to look great, and then we're warm again, 60s and 70s early next week, and then more storms next week too.
Yeah, isn't Monday supposed to be sunny and
Almost 70, yeah.
And then just a couple days later.
And then a little rain and snow for late
Yeah.
Tuesday night into Wednesday. So
this
It
weekend.
is Iowa. 'Tis that time of year.
Well, used to it. It's all good.
Yeah.
Kind of the worst weekend too when it's an hour less.
That's
yeah,
true.
I know, yeah.
But you trade it, you get an hour more of sunshine.
Exactly. I
So-
always love that
There we go.
sunshine. Tough
It's
for
always
the morning
nice.
show though when you have to go to bed early.
Yeah.
It's gonna be lighter out later.
Well, and not telling tales out of school, you two were up late on a school night last night. We had the big
Yeah.
Sure, the Nine Who Care
Nine Who Care banquet. So
Yes, it was so amazing to spotlight 9 amazing volunteers
Yeah.
from doing amazing thing in their community, both big and small, and they're all just so unique,
They
like in
are.
the things they do.
Yeah, just amazing people. Another round of great stories this year, and it was fun. Dinner was great too.
I was going to
So
ask.
that's a plus.
I wasn't invited. In fact, I was instructed to stay away. How was the meal? And it was at the Czech and Slovak Museum
It was.
again this year, right?
Yeah, we had a few options. I had the chicken. You had lasagna.
It was
that correct?
amazing.
Yeah,
I'm
so
still
good.
thinking about it.
I know,
It's so
right?
good.
It was
There's some
fantastic.
focaccia.
I had leftovers and a cherry Coke at home.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, the last couple of weeks we've been bringing folks those stories of all
Yeah.
these outstanding people here in the viewing area, and you guys got a chance to get together and honor them, and they
Yeah.
got to meet TV9's Jim Mertens and TV9's Danielle Wagner. I mean, if that's not an honor.
These people
I don't
haven't
know
been
what
through
is.
enough, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've already done so much, you can see all those stories too on the website. When you're getting tired of looking at all that rain, click over
Something
and read some of their
nice.
stories.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can watch. It make you feel good.
It really is
Exactly.
though, because we
So.
do, it is nice to just focus on somebody doing some good things
Oh,
in
yeah.
our community.
Yeah. So news is not always the most fun thing to talk about, but when you get to do stuff like that and just put all your attention into something great,
It kind of helps reset your perspective too.
Exactly.
Which is always nice.
keeps reigniting our passion for what we do
Mhm.
in a way as well. So
Good people out there
That's
too.
great.
But
Exactly.
a lot to watch for in the weather today,
Yeah.
though.
Yeah, if you're just joining us, we're going to have updates throughout the day. KCRG and KCRG.com, on air, online. Here's the breakdown. Morning, storms, rain. Break through the afternoon. More develop around 6, 7 o'clock tonight. And from about 6, 7 o'clock tonight to about 2 o'clock Saturday morning, that's where you're going to watch that threat for strong to severe storms.
Exactly. Jackie and I aren't done. You'll see us on midday. I believe it's Joe today. just
Yeah, it
like
is Joe.
usual. So,
Yes.
yep.
I'll be napping while you guys are midday, but I'll be thinking of you.
You got to do EDI though, don't you?
I will stick
Yeah,
around for
you'll
Everyday
show,
Iowa.
yeah.
We got a fun show there today too. We got a lot of good stuff too. So
Yeah, well-
what it is, I don't remember, but I'm sure it's fun.
I'm sure it's great. Yeah.
It'll be a great
Guarantee that.
program.
Yeah.
We'll let you get to that, and thanks
Yeah.
for joining us for Rise of 9 today.
Have a great weekend.